going on, all my new, current, and future rideshare drivers and passengers out there? Welcome to the channel. Before I get started, if this is your first time here and you end up liking the content, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Click that little bell icon. That way you'll get notified when I come out with new videos. If you want to become an Uber driver and have a bonus guarantee automatically applied, sign up with the link in the description below. If you're an Uber driver and somehow you forgot to do that when you first joined because, hey, you didn't know anybody or you didn't know about it, you may still be in luck, so follow the instructions in the description below and potentially get one applied today. Now, today's video, I'm going to talk about what I believe would make drivers happier out there. So these are the changes I think Uber and Lyft need to implement. Obviously, they're not going to really care what I have to say, but drivers out there, if you agree with anything I'm saying, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I strongly and firmly believe Uber and Lyft need to pay drivers fair. And what I mean by that is, 4 years ago when I started, we were getting like $2.25 a mile. Now it's like $65, $75, depending on your market. Or what Lyft is trying to do, 33 cents. Okay, and if anything under 58 cents, the tax write-off, that's a negative ghost rider. Drivers should not be driving for anything less than the tax write-off. So to me personally, I think a fare between $1.50 to $1.75 a mile would be awesome, and that would make a lot of drivers happier. Plus, raise the base fare a couple bucks. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They have already proven in New York City that if they charge the riders more, guess what will happen, guys? Nothing. Riders will still take trips because Uber, Lyft, rideshare in general, it is now the bedrock of our society and everyone is used to it, so it's not going to disappear. Okay, you might get some people that are pissed off, but guess what? As long as you're still cheaper than a taxi and faster, they're going to request a ride, just depending on which company they're going to go for. So, again, Uber, Lyft, you need to raise the rates or bring back 75-25, 80-20. Drivers were so much happier before upfront pricing. And, of course, this new surge is just bogus. All right, bring back the way things were, or at least implement new ways to make them better for actual driving experience. That would make drivers a lot happier. I firmly believe, definitely, Uber and Lyft need to make passengers provide a real name and a picture ID. Okay, and if they're not going to show us their picture because they're worried about discrimination, fine. Make them provide the real names, and Uber and Lyft, the companies, need to have it on file. So that way, if something bad happens, these people can be held accountable and not just see something in the news and it says, we're helping them with their investigation. Give me a break. If you had all this on file, you'd already know who it is and everything else, and there would be no investigating of it. Now, they need to do this also because it would stop minors from requesting rides. If you have to upload your picture or ID before you can request a ride, and you're under 18, the app's going to know that, and guess what? You're not going to be able to request a ride. Drivers have to fight with the moral thing of taking minors every single day. And sad to say, a lot of drivers lose out because they are taking them. They're falling to the dark side and going against what they know they should be doing and not using their common sense. Because if anything happens to you while you're on a ride, that's going to be you. You're going to get in trouble for it because it's against Uber's and Lyft's TOS. You're probably not going to be on the insurance. And what if the minor or something lies on you? If they lie on you, then guess what? That's your butt again. Who wants to have that headache? I sure as hell don't. And this is also why I tell drivers, have a dash cam. Don't just have a dash cam and pick up minors. No, I'm not saying that. But you need a dash cam in general because false reports happen any day and you can get deactivated just like that. Doesn't matter if you're a 5-star driver or 4.9. It doesn't matter. None of that matters at all, guys. And the rating system is bogus as it is, okay? That'd be nice if they got rid of that and it was either did you live or you didn't. I mean, that would make a lot more sense because a lot of drivers out there feel like they got to worry about that, which they do. Because, you know, riders can have 4.5, 4.4 rating and still be able to request rides. Riders need to be held to the same standards as drivers. They drop below 4.6, they need to be deactivated. And if they were providing the real names and photos, guess what, guys? They couldn't just make a new account. Okay, drivers can't just make a new account, get deactivated for something and be like, oh, I'm just going to sign up and drive again. Nope, doesn't work like that. But riders, they can use a different email and a different credit card, and voila, they are back on the mark. Now, also, with passengers, they should not be doing third-party trips anymore. If the person doesn't have an app, there's probably a reason for that. They could have been deactivated. So also, if they were providing real names and photos for if Jane ordered the ride and then George is the one at my door saying, yeah, this is my ride, I would be able to have something on the app saying, oh, look, that is verified that this is Guy. Otherwise, when people get deactivated, they have other people order trips for them. And that's not safe for drivers either. So, they need to change this. Also, it'd be nice if they put something in the app out there that tells parents that they need to have proper car seats and booster seats for their kids. So that way, drivers can also stop having that stupid conversation with them. And again, guys, drivers are still doing it because we still hold that line. The last driver let us do it. Okay? So please, again, don't be that driver. All right? If Uber and Lyft aren't going to do these changes that we all really want, then it's up to the drivers out there to take a stand and do what they know they should be doing. AKA, don't shove more people in your car than you're supposed to. Don't pick up minors. No children without proper booster seats and car seats. Easy. It's very simple, guys. So, recap, drivers do need to get paid more, and we've already seen in New York City that can happen, and everyone still be happy. They need to have a couple more safety features for the drivers out there, so that way we feel more comfortable while we're out on the road, because we don't know who we're picking up. We don't know anything at all. I know a lot of drivers out there would like to know where the passenger's going, and you know what? Us being independent contractors, we should be allowed to know that, because nobody wants to drive 25, 30 minutes to go pick somebody up, and they only want to go 5 minutes, 2 miles down the road and get a base fare. Nobody wants that at all. So Uber and Lyft, if you say we're independent contractors, treat us more like independent contractors. Ditch Uber Pro, because Uber Pro has got to go. It is useless. All it is another form of control to sit there and make it so you're working the way the apps want you to work. And last I checked, guys, we're not in the Matrix. So stay with me here in reality and know that you don't have to take every ride. You definitely don't have to take rides that go out of your market or anything like that. So if you want to know where they want to go, you can simply ask them. That's as easy as that. If they're not going to change it, that is. Otherwise, it would be really nice to know where they want to go instead of having to keep your percentage rate over like 85%. Otherwise, you lose your Uber Pro status. Because to me, that's just all bogus BS. That's smoke and mirrors. Again, it's another form of control to get drivers to drive the way they want them to drive. So, if you agree with any of this, guys, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. As always, check the description below for extra information and tips. You keep doing your thing. Use common sense. And if somehow all this doesn't work out for you, you got two choices, guys. You either drive or you find another gig. That's the best thing I can tell everybody out there. But please, till next time, Uber on or don't. Peace out.